that we always think that our shit is the worst. But trust me, there are people who have bigger shit in their lives. And I think when we just start giving that less importance to our shit, then our mind becomes clearer and we are able to take bolder decisions. So shit is there in everyone's life. Just tell it to be aside for some time. You will get back to it. And then again, refocus.
Namaskar, I'm Juhi Jain, the creator of the show Golden Nuggets with Juhi. Golden Nuggets is about having beautiful conversations with beautiful people from all walks of life. These conversations are particularly very interesting because the guests that are invited are people who have rich experiences in their lives. Their experiences and through the conversations, we can bring out very beautiful perspectives. So each one takes their own perspectives. Perspectives is something that builds clarity. And clarity brings a lot of confidence and joy into our lives. So stay tuned. Our guest for today is Shweta Jain. She runs a business of confectionery and gifting, and her brand is Adler's Den. It's been 12 years she's been running this business. Our conversation today has particularly been interesting because we've touched upon very deep areas of her journey, which kind of captures how she went on to build this on her own, the struggles she faced, the moments of joy that were there in her life, how she's been somebody with a lot of grit, with a lot of dreams, with a lot of hope for, I think, all of us. And it's a very, very beautiful conversation. Please share with family, friends, women entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs, and subscribe and like the channel. And thank you so much. Welcome, Shweta, to Golden Nuggets
Thank
with
you.
Juhi.
Thank you, Juhi.
And how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. Great.
And how has it been visiting Jaipur?
Jaipur is great. I love the city.
ठीक है श्वेता. सो आप ना थोड़ा अपने जर्नी के बारे में बताइए ना. हाउ डिड यू स्टार्ट, कैसे कहाँ से शुरुआत हुई ऑफ एडलर्स डेन?
So immediately after my graduation, I got into business with my dad while I was preparing for my MBA. So family situation financially was not great. There was some problems due to some business problems, and we had to start off a new business. And while doing that, I realized that oh my God, business is my calling, and this is what I want to do if I have to do something all my life. And I think even within that, food was my calling. So because I really, really connect with food as such. So that is where the seed was sown for business. So after that, I did my MBA. Then I worked with an insurance company for 6 years. I was handling strategy and project management for them.
बट वाइल डूइंग ऑल ऑफ दैट आपको ये तभी पता था कि इवेंचुअली मैं बिजनेस में ही आऊँगी?
कभी कभी वो लाइफ में कुछ सिचुएशंस होती है ना, कुछ चीज़ें होती हैं ना, आपको लाइक सुपर क्लैरिटी दे देती हैं. आई वॉज लाइक सुपर क्लियर देन
कि बिजनेस ही करना है.
While I worked in that pickle business and started it off, so I literally started it from ground. We had zero market, zero base, zero product packaging, everything was zero. And within a year, we built it to a decent scale that we were known within the city and, NCR to some extent. And while I was doing that, I figured out that it's not just that, it was the joy that it gave me. So I was working like 14 hours, 16 hours a day at that time, which includes my study time from my MBA preparation. I was also taking some tuitions otherwise, just to sustain my the fees, fees for the MBA forms and all of that, because all of that was also quite expensive. But while working those 16, 18 hours, Juhi, I realized that growing the business, working, I figured out that I'm a person who likes challenges, and I'm a person who likes to solve problems. And I need to figure out.
That's what entrepreneur is. solving problems.
And I thoroughly enjoyed. So even if I look back, so what has been the most joyous, longest joyous period of my life, I would say those 1.5, 2 years of working on that business. I think that has been one of the most joyous periods of my
The
life.
pickle business.
The pickle business, really, really joyous. And I think that period gave me my purpose for life. And that is when I realized that I'm meant to be a businesswoman.
And when did you start Adler's Den?
So Adler's Den started in 2012. So after,
12.
so we were in Delhi, and then after marriage I shifted to Bombay, and there I was working for in a corporate for some time. But it's just that, you know, how it happens is when we start getting monthly salaries, no, we could become slaves to it. And leaving that was very, very difficult. Leaving the charm of that monthly salary hitting my account was very, very difficult. But I'm happy I was in a situation where I could leave it. And I was in a lot of dilemma, and, you know, figuring out between what to do, what not to do. Going back to Delhi, you know, that time it was not so much online that you sit here and do it from there. You know, it was not that much. So I was kind of figuring out, and also because chocolate is also something that I really liked as a kid. So as a kid, I used to spend most of my money in buying chocolates and books. So I realized, oh, if not pickles, maybe I'll do this. And because I enjoy this.
Job रखा and parallelly business शुरू किया
नहीं
या?
नहीं, so I took a break after my job because I have been working for like 13-14 years by then constantly. And so I was on a sabbatical kind of. I was in no mood to work. You know, it's like our bodies give up. But then during that time, it happened that you know, this work started because I was also in two minds there, because there were other ideas also in my mind. But it kind of happened that the chocolate business started.
And you were married by then.
I was married.
Do you
Yes.
like children then?
No, not then. So
Okay.
my daughter was born 2 years later. But it's
And-
been a good journey.
It's been a good journey.
It's been a good journey. It's been a slow journey because more, I think, I realize that when you're doing a business now, having an ecosystem around really works wonders, and especially for us women. So I here in Bombay, I was alone. My husband is in a different business. So though he was, he was quite supportive in terms of when I started this business. We used to put up, our stalls in exhibitions and all together. all of
B2C
those.
exhibitions. Yeah.
B2C. We tried with B2C, then we also did B2B. So that is
Okay.
when we figured out that B2B is working better for us because maybe I carry a corporate background, and figuring out their needs was much easier for me because I understand what's their concern. I understand the brand's perspective. I understand that for them, their purpose, their alignment, their story sharing is most important.
But B2B business में तभी था इतना, it was big on corporate gifting, या इन सालों में थोड़ा gifting culture बढ़ा है, या that time also it was?
It was, I would not say I would have great idea around it, but I think it was always there. And maybe lately now it has become more.
So you started, आपने हिम्मत दिखाई, seed capital कहाँ से आया, and as a women entrepreneur, what were the early challenges that you faced?
So, frankly, when I started this business, our bank balance, in fact, for me, even not just me, my husband also, because both of us left our jobs at similar times to pursue our dreams. So, my husband wanted to become a filmmaker and do some work around content. So, he left his media job, and I left this within a span of 6 months. And in a city like Bombay, it can become really difficult. I had some existing loans and all, so most of the savings went off there. So we were literally with nothing. But yeah, this inner confidence was there that we will definitely, something will work out, because it's not that we are not capable.
पर श्वेता, आप लोग क्या डिड यू ऑल हैव अ कॉन्वर्सेशन एज अ हस्बैंड एंड वाइफ, क्या हम ये कर रहे हैं, ये रिस्क है, या वो सब सोचा ही नहीं एंड बस फॉलो द हार्ट? कैसे, हाउ डिड इट हैपन?
सो जो ये मेरे को ना मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि वी ऑल इन लाइफ आर ट्रैवलिंग फ्रॉम पॉइंट ए टू पॉइंट बी ऑलवेज. You know, we all are born and we all die. This is non-negotiable, right? Death is non-negotiable, and our journey, our experiences, you know, it is all like the lifeline. Sometimes up, sometimes down. So uh, when I'm maybe 55, 60, 65, and when I look back, I do not want to live a life of regret. That is definitely something I never believe in.
You knew that time, like
I knew it. I knew it when I was 24-year-old that I don't want to live a life of regret.
बट श्वेता, मतलब उस समय सोचना और फॉलो करना, बिकॉज रिस्क बहुत हाई होती है ना.
पर रिस्क क्या है? रिस्क तो है ही नहीं ना.
आपको ना फाइनेंशियल सस्टेनेबिलिटी भी तो चाहिए, परिवार को सस्टेन करना, वो तो रिस्क है.
It is easier to take a risk when you don't have kids.
एंड वो बैक ऑफ द माइंड था कि पढ़े लिखे हैं, जॉब में तो चले जाएंगे, था.
हाँ, मतलब कहीं ऐसा था कि भूखे मरने की तो नौबत नहीं आएगी ना. See, we had stuff to sustain us. It's not that. So obviously we had to compromise a lot on our. We did not have international vacations. We did not have domestic vacations for a long time. We would go to, you know, not very expensive locations. We would go to, you know, maybe travel by train at that time and not as much by flight at that time. So there were compromises there. But there was no compromise in the basic standard of living, as in, you know, your food, water, shelter, what you call. So I was very clear. I've always been clear. Even today, if I have to do something and something is bubbling inside of me, and if there comes a situation where, you know, my gut very strongly tells me that, you know, you shut this up down and you have to follow this now, I will do that.
Really?
I will do
So
that.
you are a high risk taker also.
नहीं, मैं I would not say risk take. ऐसा नहीं है, मुझे रिस्क से डर लगता है. I would say I'm actually not a high risk taker. I'm a very safe player. But my only thing is worry in life is that I can't live a life where I am telling काश मैंने ये कर लिया होता. जो चीज़ हार्ट की कॉलिंग होती है ना, when you shut it down, then you can't. For me, it's like I can't breathe inside. I don't know how to tell you this, but if your heart is creative and you're put in a number job, you can't breathe. You know, it's like that. So if a heart is telling you every day in and out that do this and you don't do it, then it's a life of compromise. And who am I living the life for? I'm living the life for my parents, I'm living the life for my kids. But if I don't live my life for myself, then who will live my life for me? I understand that security, financial security is important. I'm not denying it at all. And with kids, it is even more important. I know the dilemma and you know, the questions within me, I go every single day because now I have a kid and we need to secure her future and all of those things. But still, at a very micro level and a very grassroots level, somewhere what I think you do know, either you do what you love or either you start loving what you do. Because if either of them is missing, no, then life becomes hell.
So you said, you know, pickle journey was the most joyful part. ये जो अभी आपके 10-12 साल की जर्नी रही है बिल्डिंग एडलर्स, ये आप अकेले कर रहे थे? यू हैड अ को-फाउंडर?
No, I'm doing it alone.
ओके. सो ये जर्नी थोड़ा बताइए श्वेता, कि 12 साल का जर्नी कैसा रहा? क्या एडवांटेजेस यू फेल्ट, क्या बीइंग अ वुमेन यू हैड, और क्या डिसएडवांटेजेस?
So when I started this, I knew that I had to do something on my own. I started it, but I was clueless. Because when I started that pickle business in that, the support system around was very strong.
Correct.
So there were people, one can handle production, one can handle distribution. So
And-
because my entire family was involved into
And
it.
also that time it's not only you.
It's not just me, yeah.
सारे डिसीजंस ने तो एक साथ क्लाउड ऑफ डिसीजंस आते हैं.
Yeah.
तो वो काइंड ऑफ पैरालाइज कर देते हैं
So,
कि ये भी
and you know, then also because if I get stuck somewhere, then I knew that I can always go back to my dad and ask me that, पापा मैं यहाँ फंस गई हूँ,
अब क्या करें?
अब क्या करें, अभी आप बता दीजिए. तो वो चीज़ अभी नहीं थी. और बहुत सारे सवाल, बहुत सारे चीज़ें समझ नहीं आती थी. कैसे करो, क्या करो, किसके पास जाओ, वो साइलेंट वैलिडेशन नहीं मिलता है, और आपको वो पता है ना कि आपको वो डिसीजन का इफ़ेक्ट भी आप ही ने झेलना है। उसमें दैट वाज द टफेस्ट थिंग, उसमें सबसे बड़ा परेशानी होती
एंड आई
है।
ऑल्सो रियलाइज चलो हस्बैंड हैं या पापा फिर भी हैं एडवाइस के लिए, लेकिन जब कोई साथ कंटिन्यूस नहीं होता है और वन ऑफ अ केस उनसे डिस्कस करते हैं डिसीजन के लिए, तो ऐसे लगता है यार पूरा नहीं पता है,
पूरा
तो
नैरेटिव नहीं पता ना।
तो उस
हाँ।
डिसीजन का इट इज़ वेरी टफ, बिकॉज अब राय तो ले लेंगे बट उस डिसीजन को इम्प्लीमेंट करना भी तो खुद की
और
जर्नी
फिर
है।
पैसे ऐसा भी होता है ना जूही सी, कोई भी आप बिजनेस स्टार्ट करते हो ना, व्हेन यू हैव मनी फॉर ट्रायल एंड एक्सपेरिमेंट, एंड ये हमने जगह लेके ये कर दिया, मशीनरी लगा दी, चीज़ें थोड़ी आसान हो जाती हैं। व्हेन यू डोंट हैव कैपिटल, डूइंग थिंग्स एंड ग्रोइंग फ्रॉम देयर थोड़ा सा मुश्किल हो जाता है। एज इन बिकॉज वही बिजनेस का पैसा आया, आपको अपने एक्सपेंसेस भी उसी में से निकालने हैं, और आपको अपना फ्यूचर के लिए, बिजनेस के लिए इन्वेस्ट भी उसी में से करना है। तो वो बना के रखना बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है, तो वो जर्नी भी थोड़ी सी आपकी स्लो हो जाती है। तभी तो आप देखो अभी लोगों के पास आइडिया होते हैं, फटाफट फंड रेज करना चाहते हैं,
कर गुजरते हैं।
हाँ, जिससे कि आप एकदम से बहुत सारी चीज़ें करके उसको थोड़ा फास्ट पेस कर सको। तो व्हेन यू बूटस्ट्रैप्ड एंड ऑल, थोड़ा पेस थोड़ा स्लो हो ही जाता है। इधर वाइज यू इन्वेस्ट, बिकॉज इफ अगर आप बिजनेस में से ही पैसा कमा के वापस बिजनेस में डाल रहे हो, तो ग्रोथ का पेस तो कम हो ही जाता है।
बिकॉज अब यू हैव टू वेट फॉर द नेक्स्ट राउंड ऑफ ग्रोथ के लिए, वो इन्वेस्टमेंट के लिए पहले पैसे इकट्ठे करो फिर लगाओ।
हाँ, और या पैरेलली भी लगाओ। तो जो भी हमने भी मशीनरी वगैरह ली, ऐसा एक दिन में तो नहीं ली, वो आया तो कभी ये मशीनरी ले ली, कभी ये इक्विपमेंट्स ले लिए, कभी ऑफिस के लिए स्टोरेज बनवा लिया। इस तरह से धीरे धीरे करके ही होता है। एक बार में तो नहीं हो पाता है, बहुत मुश्किल होता है।
एज अ वुमेन क्या आपको एडवांटेजेस लगे, डिसएडवांटेजेस लगे?
आई वुड से सेल्फ, एक तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि हम जब बिज़नेस रन कर रहे होते हैं ना, हम कहते हैं हम अकेले रन कर रहे हैं, सोलोप्रेन्योर हैं, इसमें कोई बहुत शाबाशी वाली बात नहीं है। एक्चुअली बैंड बजी होती है हर समय पे। उस समय जब आप अकेले बने होते तो आप फाइनेंसेस भी कर रहे हो, आप अकाउंटिंग भी कर रहे हो, आप ये भी कर रहे हो, पैसे नहीं आ रहे होते, आप किसी को सैलरी नहीं दे सकते हो। हम उसी ना वो कैश 22 वाली सिचुएशन, दुविधा में अटके होते हैं, वहाँ से घूम रहे होते हैं गोल कि अच्छा पैसा होगा तो ये इसको हायर करेंगे, पैसा होगा तो इसको हायर करेंगे। तो मुझे तो बहुत हायरिंग में प्रॉब्लम हुई, क्योंकि मैं बहुत टाइम तक ऐसे ही सोचती थी, अरे अभी ना स्टेबल नहीं है, सेल्स स्टेबल नहीं है, तो अभी मैं कैसे हायर करूँ उसको। जितना भी मतलब मिनिमम भी आप शुरू करो 15, 20, 25, जिसका भी जिस हिसाब से प्रोफाइल का होगा, हाउ डू आई गिव दैट मनी। आई डिड नॉट रियलाइज़ कि मैं वहाँ से अपना टाइम फ्री अप करूँगी, तब तो फिर मैं और आगे स्किल अप और बड़ा सोचूंगी। तो वो सोच लाने में मुझे थोड़ा टाइम लगा। चैलेंजेस आई वुड से एज अ फीमेल आए, काफ़ी आए।
क्या चैलेंजेस रहे?
बट वो ज़्यादा चैलेंजेस इसके आते हैं क्योंकि क्या था, हमारी ना बहुत सारी कंडीशनिंग होती है जब हम बड़े होते हैं ना। दो, जैसे मेरे पापा काफ़ी लिबरल थे इस चीज़ में, और कोई बहुत ज़्यादा घर का काम नहीं किया जब किया। बट शायद साइलेंट कहीं कंडीशनिंग ऐसी थी कि आप शादी के बाद ना घर आपने संभालना है।
करेक्ट।
तो वो ना आई थिंक वो हम इंडियन फीमेल्स में ना, हमारी माएँ ना साइलेंटली कूट के भर देती हैं, और सोसाइटी भी भर देती है। तो वो साइलेंट जिम्मेदारी, देन किड हैपनिंग, आई टुक अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम टू ब्रेक दैट इट इज़ नॉट जस्ट, हाउ डू आई आस्क, यू नो, इट्स लाइक हमारे यहाँ ना हमेशा खाना कभी किसी महाराज ने या कुक ने नहीं बनाया, बिकॉज you know, we are kind of very particular about the purity of food, कीड़े नहीं हो सब्जियों में, ये सब चीज़ें ना। So my mom used to make the food, and we never saw Maharaj anyone doing the food ever. So it was very, very difficult for me to break that barrier in my own head and convince myself that no, I should keep a cook.
I should free up my time.
You know, for me silently it was like, oh no, cooking food can't be done outside. You have to do it on your own.
But ये कब ये ब्रेक हुआ? बिकॉज आपने बिजनेस शुरू किया 12 में, फिर you had a child. It must have been challenging, I can imagine.
Yeah.
The business and the child needs attention and your own body needs attention.
Yes.
So and तो कब आपको ये रियलाइजेशन हुआ और कब आपने स्टेप्स लेना शुरू किया कि आई नीड टू फ्री अप माई टाइम, मेरे को या तो कुक रखना है या हेल्प रखना है या ऑफिस में भी हेल्प रखना है, कब ये चेंज आया, बदलाव?
सो जब मैंने बिजनेस स्टार्ट किया ना ये वाला, ये सो आई लर्न हाउ टू मेक सम ऑफ द मोस्ट एक्सोटिक वेराइटीज ऑफ चॉकलेट्स एंड आई वाज मेकिंग ऑल ऑफ दैट. So I would say initially 1.5 2 years went in experimenting and figuring out, because I have not done a long term course from a
correct.
place like Cordon Bleu or some other place. I am basically a food, I have done a food ka course where I've learned all how to make pickles, squashes and all of those things. And I did a chocolate course where, though I've been making chocolates way before, but then I just wanted to learn the finer nuances of the area. So that is when I did that. While I was doing that, initial 1.5 2 years were just to understand it, because that market was new for me. So I was kind of figuring out what works, what doesn't work. And that time, customized chocolates and all of that gift pack, that industry was also, I did not have any connects in Bombay as such at that time. So figuring out, connecting, meeting people, 1.5 2 years went by there, and then my daughter happened. So I think from there my business started picking up. So my daughter has been really lucky to me. So I still remember there's this order of one of the Mahindra companies that we were doing, and the brand manager there was really kind enough. So I told her that, okay, so now I'm going into the labor room, and whatever coordination, I will not be able to coordinate with you for 1 or 2 days. Maybe I'll be sedated. But this is it. I'm handing over this to someone else and they will execute it. Don't worry on that. And she was kind enough to...
And you had the confidence execute ho jayega.
I had the confidence because we have been executing the... So my delivery happened at my Mica, and so we did that order from here then, because I could not do it from Bombay. So then we did it from my Mic, in NCR, and we shipped it there. We shipped it to Bombay. So I knew that because we have already been doing, making pickles and squashes and all, and the capability is there, understanding is there. So the team here executed it. But there was a lot of other coordination work that was required. So till the time, I was taken into for an operation. Before that, till the time before I was sedated, I was kind of coordinating with them on phone. So even while I was in the labor room and they told me to walk around, my phone was with me. So that is how it was. So, and I think I was always working. I did not take a break after maybe those initial 40 days, 1 month, 2 months. But I was always working mostly, even with my daughter. So, and in fact, then when I had to go for meetings, and my husband got into a full-time job in the meanwhile, because now this thing of responsibility came in, and we wanted some stability. So he got into a full-time job at that time, and I had no one to leave my daughter with, because my family support system was not here. Both my in-laws and my parents lived in a different city. And in Bombay, it was not there. So a 3-4 month old child, I could not leave with anyone. So I used to take her for a meeting. So till the time she was 2.5 3 years old, I used to take her for meetings.
So these would be all corporates?
Corporates, large corporates. Corporates like Sony Pictures.
You never felt awkward?
In fact, they were very welcoming, I would say. Hats off to them. Hats off. They all have been such a sweetheart. There was once we had an exhibition in, L'Oreal. And I took her there, and literally there were people coming to us just to see her and play with her, and they were literally playing with her. So it was, and I think we always build a taboo around corporates. And also a taboo around our own self that, it's a professional meeting, how do I take my child there? I think if a person thinks that just because I'm carrying my child with me for a professional meeting, serious professional meeting, you think I'm not capable enough, I would say that's your loss.
Beautiful. I agree.
So I have taken my daughter almost everywhere with me, wherever I can, wherever I have to. Obviously, it was a matter of discomfort for her also to travel with me in cab for 1.5 2 hours and come back. So all of those things have been difficult. But whoever can't see it, I would say it's their loss, and I would say their small mindset. But trust me, Juhi, wherever I have taken her, most of the places I've got orders, and I have had wonderful people, and I don't think I've been judged. Doesn't
You
matter.
were going in the flow and it didn't matter.
And I always think, Juhi, that when you are giving your best, and you know that your offering is pure and it's coming from a space of giving your best and love, then if the other person rejects you, it's their loss always.
You don't go on thinking about it, or it doesn't.
So there was a time when we lost this really big order, and it was kind of the first big order that we could have had. I was thinking about it for a week or so, but then I also realized it was not in my control 100%, right? And now I was giving them the power to lead my day. When they are not bothered, they are not even there. But just by thinking about it, I was just giving them the power. And then I just realized, how would I do it when I was selling the pickle thing, selling pickles. So there I was literally, when I started, I was going on Activa door to door and selling pickles, because that as a 22-year-old girl, I did not know anything else to do. That was the only way I could figure out how to sell pickles. So I was going door to door to people's houses, figuring out kitty parties, connects from people, putting up stall in kitty parties, putting up stalls in local associations, all of that, because that was the only way I knew. I had not studied management by then. I did not study retail market, modern trade. I did not know any one of that.
But you didn't know that, but आप करके आपने सीख लिया
मुझे
काफी
जो
कुछ.
मुझे जो इंस्टिंक्टिवली आ रहा था ना, मैं बस वो कर रही थी. मुझे ये समझ आ रहा था, ओ यहाँ पर सीनियर सिटीजन एसोसिएशन पार्क में ना मीटिंग होने वाली है, बहुत सारे लोग आएंगे, लेट अस कन्विंस दैट अंकल टू अलाउ अस पुट अस अ टेबल. सो वी डिड इट. इट वाज अ सुपर हिट. एक आंटी के यहाँ गए ऐसे ही, उसमें उन्होंने बोला, बेटा हमारे यहाँ किटी पार्टी हो रही है, आप स्टॉल लगाओगे क्या? तो वो एक किट पार्टी से दूसरे से तीसरे, एंड एवरीवेयर आई यूज्ड टू गो, आई यूज्ड टू टेक 2-3 रेफरल्स फ्रॉम दैट aunty.
You naturally knew that.
So through this referral chain, I made like a huge follow
and
base.
I think that's why you've been able to build Adler's Den. Like now when I'm listening to your story, मुझे क्या समझ आ रहा है कि क्योंकि आपको नेचुरली वो इंस्टिंक्टिवली आ रहा था, तो आपने सेल्स डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ही तो क्रैक बहुत मेजरली करना होता है बिजनेस में, एंड ऑपरेशंस इज ऑल्सो ऑलवेज अ चैलेंज, बट ये सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट फंक्शन है और ये आपको नेचुरली इंस्टिंक्टिवली आ रहा था.
And when I did sales there, sales and distribution I was handling there, I think I also realized subconsciously that I really like talking to strangers. I generally like going and picking up conversations with unknown people. Generally just picking up a conversation over a line. And not just about that, it's also because I had a knack for it. I realized subconsciously that I have a knack for it. So for me, it's like really easy picking up conversations with strangers on airports. And I have made over these years, Juhi, I've been traveling a lot, and I've made some really, really good friends. So while I was doing, this Adler's Den thing also, I realized that, I'm one of the happiest when I'm actually not working on numbers, not working on the GST filing, but when I'm having a conversation with someone. So I generally go with a mindset that, okay, so we are going to meet someone. Maybe a nice friendship will click, a good conversation will happen. I think sales will happen as a byproduct. If they get to trust me and my product, and if they like the taste.
So जैसे अभी आपने build किया, you are happy about it the way it is now today?
So right now if you ask me if I ever want to get back to a corporate job, I will say no.
Okay. So my next question is, अभी do you think more women should come out and do businesses and start on their own? What do you think?
Juhi, I always think that it is not about being woman or not a woman. I would say it is very important to keep ourselves aside, keep this gender thought aside, that I am a woman, so I have to hold these responsibilities, and I am a man, so I have to hold these responsibilities. I would say, keeping this gender thought aside, every individual should stand for what leads to their happiness. And every individual should stand to add value to their life. I definitely think that not just men, women, everyone should be independent. So we don't come at... so again, that is an individual perspective, right? There is nothing wrong in being a housewife. But if you're happy being a housewife, then do it. It's great. But if that soul is itching inside ना, मुझे कुछ करना है, मुझे कुछ करना है, किस दिन का इंतज़ार कर रहे हो? कर लो ना फिर. क्या होगा ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा? थोड़े से हस्बैंड के पैसे लूज होंगे, या मे बी अपनी ज्वेलरी साइड में रख के कुछ कर लो.
अगर आप फेल भी होते हो तो आप फेल नहीं हो रहे हो, बिकॉज आप इतना कुछ सीख जाते हो. वो छोटी छोटी एक्सपीरियंसेस में वो जैसे आपने ज्वेलरी बोला, मैं तो खुद एकदम विश्वास करती हूँ कि आप इन्वेस्ट करो ना अपने आप पे, अपने शौक पे, ट्राई करो, ट्राई न्यू थिंग्स. बट या यू नीड टू, आपको सस्टेन भी करना है वो देखते हुए.
मैं बताऊँ हम कहाँ अटक जाते हैं. मुझे ऐसा लगता है क्योंकि हम सोचते हैं कि कोई और हमारे लिए डिसाइड कर ले.
हाँ,
हम जिम्मेदारियों से भाग रहे
होते हैं, ओनरशिप नहीं लेते हैं अपनी लाइफ की.
क्योंकि हम चाहे हाउसवाइफ हैं या हम चाहे काम कर रहे हैं, तो देखो जहाँ डिलेज होते हैं ना हमारे, वो सिर्फ इस वजह से होते हैं क्योंकि हम डिसीजन नहीं ले पाते और ओनरशिप आ जाती है.
जो आप अभी बता रहे हो, यू प्रीटी मच लिव्ड लाइक दैट.
I have always lived like that. If you just feel like doing something, it's so today if I really feel like taking a vacation, a day off or two, I would just do it. I don't know if I'll wake up tomorrow or not. But at least my today so I like to reflect my everyday, when I'm going back. I generally want to like to sit just for those 2-3 minutes quietly and just reflect how was I okay that day, and is it something that I did that was completely beyond. So a lot of time हमको करना पड़ता है ऐसी चीज़ें जो हमारी जो खुशी नहीं देती हैं. वो तो होता है 80% ऑफ द डे ऐसा होता है. बट वो एक चीज़ मैंने करी क्या अपने लिए जो मुझे खुशी देती है, इवन इफ दैट इज़ जस्ट एक नेबर को बोलकर जाकर उसके साथ बैठ के 5 मिनट गॉसिप कर लिया. इवन इफ दैट 5 मिनट्स इज गिविंग मी हैप्पीनेस. बट क्या मैंने अपने लिए आउट ऑफ माई ऑल माई रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज डिड आई गिव दैट 5 मिनट्स टू माई सेल्फ? So when I just do that, then I'm a little more at peace then.
So I think even with age ये चीज़ें आती हैं. जैसे आपने जो बताया, मैं भी ये बहुत करने लग गई हूँ अब. जैसे मुझे ड्यूरिंग द डे सडनली रियलाइज़ होता है मम्मी के साथ बैठना है थोड़ी देर, लाइक माई मदर इन लॉ, या पापा के साथ ना 10 मिनट बैठना है, टाइम स्पेंड करना है. पहले मैं काम में इतनी उलझी हुई रहती थी 2-3 साल पहले तक तो, कि मुझे कुछ मतलब मैं सुन नहीं रही थी. तब लगता तो तब भी था कि पापा के पास बैठना है या सन के पास बैठना है, लगता तो तब भी था, लेकिन सुन ही नहीं रही थी. मैं अपने आप को सुन ही नहीं पाती थी. अभी इन सालों में आई थिंक एज ऑल्सो, फ्यू लाइक थिंग्स दैट आई हैव बीन डूइंग, वर्किंग ऑन माई सेल्फ, ऑल दैट से मुझे अपनी आवाज़ सुनाई देने लग गई है. एंड जैसे आपने कहा ना, इवन मुझे रिफ्लेक्ट करने को मिलता है, यार आज ना ये नहीं किया ना, इसीलिए एंग्जाइटी हो रही है, या इसीलिए अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है.
So, as an occupational this thing, so after I got into the chocolate business, because there's a lot of tasting and all that we have to do, I had put on some weight, and that is, what bothers me कि अच्छा, but I'm still a foodie, and सामने कभी आइसक्रीम आती ना तो मुझे लगता है खा लेते हैं यार. So I really don't want to deny myself those small happinesses that I get out of doing things. So I would say I'm quite impulsive on a lot of things. Though I always also take care that those impulses are not taking me to a place where it is difficult to come out of. Not impulsive that way, but I think I kind of started realizing that एक बड़ी सी खुशी के पीछे नहीं भागना है. वो जो छोटी हर रोज़ खुशियाँ मिल रही है ना, छोटी उसको जस्ट चेरिश करते जाना है. और मुझे तो ऐसा लगता है, पहले मुझे ऐसा लगता था, ओ माई बिजनेस विल रीच दिस मच टर्नओवर, दैट इज़ व्हेन आई विल बी हैप्पी. But I think that narrative was also changed lately in my own head, and I think that now my endeavor is that I need to figure out joy in the way I'm just growing the business. In small things, that small challenge that came, that new thing that I'll have no choice but to learn if I have to grow the business. So now I'm just in fact this narrative has changed lately in the last 20-25 days in my own head, that I did not say, oh my God, and you just do this. I just need to take it wow, let's do this. Let's do this and see where it goes.
बट ऐसे क्लाउडेड नहीं फील करते हैं कभी कभी? बहुत ओवरवेलमिंग हो जाता है?
होता है ना बहुत.
हाँ, बहुत प्रॉब्लम्स आती हैं.
बहुत ओवरवेलम होता है. सो आई थिंक
वन ऑफ योर बिगेस्ट चैलेंज वाइल वर्किंग इन बिजनेस, कुछ इस तरह का चैलेंज आया कि मल्टीपल प्रॉब्लम्स एक साथ?
So for me, understanding accounts and finance was, though I'm an MBA, and I think that should have, maybe people assume that understanding finance and numbers should come easy to me. But trust me, I have not been a numbers person. I have been more of a creative person. But this hard truth and realization as an entrepreneur has come to me that there is no option but to learn to figure out your way through numbers. Your accounts should be in your control. Your expenses should be in your control. And you need to know you need to understand the nuances of GST and billing and some basic laws.
Are you there already? Like,
I'm kind of there. I'm kind of, I know that, when an organization is deducting 10% TDS instead of 1%. So I know that, I know the basics.
तो जैसे आप काफ़ी मतलब लर्निंग को आप क्या इम्पोर्टेंस दोगे एंटरप्रेन्योर जर्नी में?
आई थिंक हम ना सब अपनी लाइफ में भी, सिर्फ एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप में भी नहीं, लाइफ में भी एक स्टेज पे आ जाते हैं. तो या तो हम आगे बढ़ने की कोशिश करें या फिर हम छोटे रिड्यूस होते जाएंगे. सो अनलेस एंड अनटिल यू आर ग्रोइंग एंड लर्निंग, the path, I think the path to sustenance also comes from growing. If you just want to be stable, there's no stability. Either you grow or you diminish.
So growing by learning?
Growing by learning, so growing by experimenting.
Learning में आपने क्या क्या किया है? कैसे learning?
So learning में obviously I have been through a couple of some of these some business coachings, some friends. I would reach out to friends when I get stuck. I would read about a lot about what others do in this situation. I joined a couple of business networking groups to figure out how.
Anything in particular you want to talk about? What
I really like the Ascent, Mr. Mariwala's Ascent. They have started this Ascent Foundation where they bring business people together and they are like a support system to each other. They create a cohort of 10 people who are like support system to each other. And it has been amazing on me. It's been only 1 year for me, but I can see a sea change in my perspectives about things. Can you think a simple thing like I've been like an angry young woman. I would getting anxious about things at the drop of a pin, all of those things. But while I, met these people and learned about their stories, figured out how they handle situations, a certain amount of ease has come in my understanding of things. I have kind of figured out that, it's not just me who's going through this shit. Everyone is sailing the same boat. And frankly, it doesn't make sense to give your peace of mind for such small things. So I would rather keep that 3%, that maybe loss that is happening as a business cost than just worry about it day in and day out. So that has brought a lot of perspective, and that perspective has brought a lot of peace in my own head.
Our theme that way is that the Golden Nuggets is about building perspectives.
Yes.
And when we are conversing at Golden Nuggets, it is not about ज्ञान, it is about other people's experiences. आज आपका experience क्या रहा, उससे मुझे 2 या 5 बातें learnings ही निकलेंगी. And it brings a lot of clarity. And clarity से ना confidence build होता है, joy build होता है.
Yeah.
So,
And also I think for learning and development, I'm personally a lifelong learner and I like to read about new things. I like to. So overall also I have kind of decided a long time back that every time out of my earnings, I'm going to have that limited spent on myself, on my learning and development. Maybe just anything, maybe just learning how to play ukulele, maybe random, maybe not related to work, but I have to keep on learning. My mind becomes crazy if I don't keep on learning something new.
Correct.
So, be it meditation, be it some, trying. So, and I have tried different varieties of, I have exposed myself to different varieties of learning experiments. When I do something that adds value to my soul and my mind and my peace of mind, I would say specifically, and that kid inside me, that nourishes me in ways and means that the impact of it will come in years, multitudes.
So I would like to say our conversation has added value to my soul, So I can see a lot of spark in you, and I can also see a little bit of reflection of myself in you,
Thank you.
So the way you think about spending on your own self, that's how I also think about spending on myself.
But I've always been like, ये करने की इच्छा है ना, किसी से पूछोगे तो मना कर देगा, तो फिर क्या करोगे? वो दिन में कचोटती रहेगी वो चीज़. So इससे अच्छा तो कर लो और आके बता दो. गलत भी हो गया तो क्या होगा? थोड़ी सी डांट पड़ जाएगी, और क्या है?
Any message to आप बार बार बोल रहे हो जेंडर कुछ नहीं रोल नहीं प्ले करता है, बट आई वुड लाइक यू टू से समथिंग टू द विमेन एंटरप्रेन्योर्स, विमेन हु आर एस्पायरिंग टू डू बिजनेस बट फियर है कहीं ना कहीं, या पीपल हु आर ऑलरेडी देयर इन द जर्नी एंड दे फेसिंग डिफिकल्टी. सो एनी मैसेज फॉर देम?
थोड़े से स्टार्ट करो ना. ज़रूरी थोड़ा ना कि हम 10 करोड़ रुपए या 1 करोड़ या 50 लाख डाल के काम चालू करें. हम छोटे से भी तो काम चालू कर सकते हैं. हम कोलैबोरेट करके भी तो काम चालू कर सकते हैं. ज़रूरी नहीं है कि अगर आपको एक गारमेंट किड्स का ब्रांड करना है तो ज़रूरी नहीं है ना मैन्युफैक्चरिंग यूनिट सेटअप करके उसको स्टार्ट करो. यू कैन कोलैबोरेट, यू कैन आउटसोर्स द स्टिचिंग एंड देन डू इट. और आजकल तो विद AI एंड ऑल एवरीथिंग इज़ बिकम सो ईजी. I would say that collaboration, figuring out resources with kind of portals like IndiaMart, Just Dial, ये सारे इतना information available है about vendors and all that नहीं है. वो डर साइड में रखो, कुछ नहीं है वो डर की वजह से ना अभी हमारा 1 साल निकल गया, फिर 2 साल 3 साल बाद वापस घूमोगे ना तो सोचोगे कि हमें A से B पे भी नहीं आया, A पे ही अटका हुआ हूँ, और उसी लूप में इन सेल्फ पिटी बढ़ती जाती है फिर.
सो दैट्स योर एडवाइस कि बस कर लो?
आई वुड से जस्ट कर लो. बिना करे तो आएगा ही नहीं करेज.
तो मैं एक लाइन हमेशा बोलती हूँ ऑफिस में भी और अपने आप को भी, करोगे तो जानोगे.
बिल्कुल सही बोलते हैं
करोगे
तो बहुत ज़रूर. और एक और चीज़ मैं कहूँगी यहाँ पर कि आई डोंट नो, मे बी इट इज़ इन मेल्स ऑल्सो, बट आई थिंक इट इज़ इन फीमेल्स मोर, दैट हम लोग ना बहुत वैलिडेशन ढूंढते हैं. हम सोचते हैं कि हम कम हैं, वी आर नॉट इनफ. हम सोचते हैं मैंने ये आइडिया आया, बट ये आइडिया ठीक है क्या, है काम करेगा क्या, कोई तो बता दे मुझे, कोई तो बता दे मेरा डिसीजन. और हम डिसीजन लेने से डरते हैं उसकी वजह से. मैं ये कहना चाह रही हूँ कि जब हमारे मन में कोई इच्छा आती है ना, कोई सपना आता है ना, दीज आर थॉट्स दैट आर पुट और आइडियाज विच आर पुट बाय नेचर विद इन अस. एंड आई वुड से थॉट्स हैव अ लॉट ऑफ पावर. आपको ऐसा क्यों लगता है, आपने कभी ऐसा देखा है कि हर किसी को क्यों नहीं ये थॉट आता कि मुझे बिजनेसमैन बनना है? हर किसी को क्यों नहीं ये थॉट आता है कि मुझे एथलीट बनना है? तो एक वो इनर जो एनर्जी हमारी अलाइन होती है, तो अगर मुझे ये सपना आया कि मुझे मल्टी बिजनेस कॉन्ग्लोमरेट बनाना है, तो वो थॉट मुझे इसलिए दिया गया क्योंकि आई थिंक दैट इज़ द डायरेक्शन इन विच नेचर वॉन्ट्स माई लाइफ टू मूव इन.
करेक्ट.
So that is where that thought has come in, or at least for me to try and give it a try.
Correct.
And see if it works for me. If my potential is not that much, if my capability, physical capability, mental capability is not that much, at least, but it will make something out of me.
Correct.
That trying for that vision or goal, even if I don't reach it, but it will definitely create that metal in me. So I am not going to leave it without trying. ट्राई करके नहीं वो देखा जाएगा ना, ठीक है ना, बट देन दैट्स ओके, देन दैट्स नॉट द एंड ऑफ लाइफ.
So Shweta, I think it's been very interesting talking to you, but we'll have to come to the closing bit. The closing bit is I would call it a golden nugget round. It's almost similar to a rapid fire round, What about your entrepreneurial journey feels rewarding?
I think the inner growth that it has led me to, I would say my entrepreneurial journey has been like a spiritual awakening to me. So everything that I've learned from how to behave with people, in fact, the challenges have made me more spiritual. I would not say I have become a Baba and I'm doing meditation and all of these or following any ritualistic practices. But I would say that change that it has brought within me, each challenge, each growth challenge, each people challenge, each, struggle or each victory has changed something within. And that has been very beautiful.
So the second question is, what does success look like to you?
I would say a societal definition of success is very screwed up. So is very messed up, I would say. I think for me, success is obviously, even though how much I try, mentally I've not reached the level where I am able to completely shut out the societal norms of success. So money definitely is there somewhere subconsciously, I would say. But I would say personally, success, what it means to me is to be able to do something that I love doing and feel joy in it.
What is the hardest part of entrepreneurship?
Being able to see the mirror myself and acknowledge it to myself that Shweta, this is where you're going wrong. And Shweta, this is your weakness. You need to get external help. This is not right, or this went right. So being able to see that mirror, or having a support system of people who can show you that mirror, I think, and acknowledging your mistakes, acknowledging your limitations.
That's the hardest part.
That's the hardest part, I think. Looking at it, acknowledging it, and then acting. As a business owner, if I'm not giving enough time to self-reflection and owning up and planning, then I'm not moving at the speed. I'll never be able to move at the speed that I want to. So planning, I think, is very, very critical.
And last question. Any person living or dead you would want to spend your time with, have dinner with?
So obviously my dad will fall into this, that I wish I can get him back and I can just spend some time with him.
So thank you, Shweta.
Thank you.
I think it was a beautiful conversation.
Thank you.
As I said, it lit my heart. I hope it kind of throws many nuggets of gold, gold to lots of people, lots of women entrepreneurs, and it opens up lots of new opportunities. Our conversation to lot many people.
मुझे ना बस Juhi, there's one last thing that I would just want to say, everyone, that we always think that our shit is the worst. But trust me, there are people who have bigger shit in their lives. And I think when we just start giving that less importance to our shit, then our mind becomes clearer and we are able to take bolder decisions. So shit is there in everyone's life. Just tell it to be aside for some time. You will get back to it. And then again, refocus.
So on that note, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Namaskar.
Thank you so much, Juhi, for having me here. Thank you.